Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, February 7th. It's 5:20 in the morning right now, and we're taking a look at Matic network. We're just seeing what the price action is telling us, and during while this whole uptrend has been going on for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, I would say for the past week almost at least. But for the most part, on a bigger time scale here, we're looking since the beginning of the year, right? So. Right now, today, we were up 21%. I think right now, probably that changed a bit, but yeah, some of 15%, but we actually pushed all the way up to the 21%. And now we're seeing a retracement back to the 15.5. So, around the 4%, 5% retracement. Even during the day, the sellers actually tried to push us all the way back down to the 0.059, so the 6 cents, which is a 10% retracement. You can tell that it's a lot of volatility going on, especially when we're breaking all-time highs here, and then just areas where we don't know, are we going to continue to go up or down, and there's nothing, no predefined resistance or support lines that will guide us, right? So we did try to retrace back to the 0.06, and that got rejected within the day. We still have 11 hours and a half to go. In terms of in general here, just to give a general picture of what happened, recently, we've been having those higher lows as we move closer to the all-time highs we have here, to the 0.05. So we're having those higher lows and higher highs as we go up, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and at the seventh leg up, we actually did close above it, and that catalyzed, the past 1, 2, 3, 4 days of just completely slicing through price action like it's nothing, right? So right now we're gonna see what's happening, what kind of retracement are you looking at, and what are the supports we're gonna be anticipating. I think the most telling right now is the 2 hour. We're seeing that if I zoom out a bit here, we're seeing that as soon as we broke out of the 0.05, we went all the way up to the 0.056 and then came back to retest. Obviously, as soon as we break out of a major resistance, we typically have to come down to retest it just to make sure that, hey, this is the new support, right? And then as soon as we see another leg up, then we actually get in. So that's what happened here. It looked like, we had the resistance happening between the 0.053 and the 0.056. And then we were having also the same thing, right? We're having the same pattern where we're having an ascending triangle. We go down, up, and then buyers push in at more aggressive rates than the sellers. The sellers are at a constant place. And then the buyers are just pushing in, making those higher lows as we push up. Then as soon as we go up and then we actually break above it, we go up, we come back to retest, and then we shoot right back up again, right? So and that's what's been happening here on the 2 hour chart. One thing that's kind of telling right now is the stochastic RSI. So if I maybe zoom out a bit and then just come down here, and then you'll see that, let me just extend it a bit. Boom. So we'll see that every time the stochastic RSI, so I'll just take off this RSI, every time the stochastic RSI is somewhere all the way up top here, we expect either sideways movement or a downtrending, right? That's what we should always expect when we see the RSI at that region. And that's what I think is happening right now. Even if you're looking here at this area, same thing. We push up and then we actually push down or go sideways for a bit. We just kind of, it's not as aggressive as it should be when the RSI is all the way up top, right? Same thing over on this side. We go all the way up. And I know this is looking a bit, that's not a lot of movement, but it's actually a bit significant. We dropped down almost 11%. So every time we're all the way up top or we're heading to the top, we expect a retracement. Every time we're all the way up top, we either expect a retracement or a movement sideways. Same thing over here. Every time we're all the way up top, go down. Same thing over here. Every time we're all the way up top, we go down. So this is where we're at right now in terms of the 2 hour. We were all the way up top here. We had a bit of retracement. Now we actually did pump up. We pumped up on this side, which is a higher high than this guy over here. But the stochastic had a lower high as we moved forward. So let me see what the RSI is actually saying. The RSI, same thing, has been topping out in terms of our price strength. And that's a sign for us that there's a not a major retracement, but there should be some sort of retracement happening, just like we're having as we go here, and we're seeing all these examples literally all across the price action. So The RSI is all the way up top. The stochastic RSI is also all the way up top. We're already seeing that retracement right now. Within the past half an hour here, we actually dropped all the way, 4 or 5%. We're seeing that also the MACD is actually also stagnating. So it was going all the way up parabolically, and now it's kind of it's doing this right now, right? It's kind of having those lines as opposed to going straight up. Now we're going sideways a bit, which is kind of, forecasting that, something going on here to the bottom side sometime soon. So that's what's happening with the RSI on the 2-hour. I think, the buying power is kind of going down a bit, but to a healthy level, right? It doesn't mean that we're gonna retrace back down and this is it. No, this means, every time we go up like that, you always need to anticipate some sort of retracement, because you want to eliminate those guys that just want to take their profit and go, right? And then that's how it usually goes. So now if we're seeing on the 30-minute, the 30-minute is, I think, the most detailed right now. It's showing us that a couple of things here, right? We're seeing that the buying power is decreasing over time, and that the volume itself is actually also decreasing, right? So we're showing a bit less and less interest as we go up. It's being traded, bought, or sold at lower rates than usual. And which is usually, when we see that volume is decreasing, whatever trend you're having, so we're going up, for the past whatever time. So when we start the volume decrease, it just tells you that less and less people are interested in the trend that's happening. So if we've been going up and you start seeing that the volume is decreasing, it's telling you that, hey, less and less buyers are interested in this now. Sellers should be coming in. If it's going down for a long time and you see that the volume is decreasing, after spikes in volume, over here, it tells you that, less and less sellers are interested in this. Buyers should be coming in soon. And same thing here with the MACD. We're looking at the MACD itself. Is that, for the longest time here, we were having increased momentum to the upside, right? So from this to this to this to this, all the way to the top, and then not until now we're having that decreased momentum to the bottom. So a nice and healthy retracement back down is good. I think, we can anticipate a retracement back to at least here, which we're already kind of seeing over on this side, somewhere to the 0.075. And let me see here. Yeah, so the 0.075. And if that doesn't hold, then a retracement back to the 0.069 is also warranted and is still bullish. Even if we go down there, it's still bullish. One thing I would say, I don't like putting so many lines here. But let's just see. I think something like this would be. Let me just take off all of these. Perfect. I think something like this is where we would be actually retracing to. Let me just take off all of this right here. And we just make it a bit green. Yeah. So I think a healthy retracement back somewhere to this area makes sense. To the 0.072 does make sense, and we would remain bullish. So if we go back down here, we anticipate it. Doesn't mean that we're actually, destroyed. Doesn't mean that, sell all your Matic and leave the whole crypto industry. No, we're just saying we need some of those people to leave this, and then it would come back down here, and then we'll probably see another leg up, or we'll come back here, then go up to retest this again, and then keep on going. I think the fact that we got the 0.08 is kind of good. The 0.1 is very, very, very close. So it's very exciting news. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see how the support plays out. And if we want to see a continued movement upwards before we actually even get to this, then, we just need to get above this guy over here, the 0.08. So we're seeing that resistance at the 0.08 right now. So very exciting news. I hope you're killing it. I hope you're making money. I hope you're learning. Thank you for watching. Make sure you join our Discord, our Patreon, if you want to support us. And if you have any comments, please leave in the comment section. If you like the video, please like it and share it, and stay smart.